Welcome to the class demo for Couch to Active classes, and today we're going to go through and do a little snippet demo of most of the formats of the classes that we have so that you can get a sneak peek into what we do here in Couch to Active classes and help you be able to make a good decision for yourself on whether or not this would be the right thing for you. So this is a special class demo. We normally don't record our classes, but I much gratitude to everyone in class with me today who volunteered to do this recording because normally what happens in class stays in class. Alrighty, let's go ahead and start seated in our chairs, or if you want to be standing, that's perfectly fine too. But we're all going to find our good posture. So I'm going to sit up on the edge of my chair. My feet are flat on the ground. If I'm standing, my feet are flat and level on the ground. I'm going to shift my focus to my heart and then shift my weight ever so gently so that my weight is right over my sit bones, evenly, or right over my feet. I'm going to let my arms just relax on my lap and bring my shoulders up to my ears, squeeze my shoulders together, pull my shoulders together behind me, and let my shoulders relax down. And do that again, shoulders up to my ears, shoulder blades, squeeze them together behind me, let the shoulders relax down. I'm going to take my head and take the top of my head and raise it up to the ceiling. Tuck my chin just a little bit to keep my neck nice and long. And then look to the left and hold that right there. Nice big inhale. Exhale, take my face and turn it to the right. Look to the right and hold that there. Nice inhale. Exhale, bring my head to center and drop the chin down to my chest and let my head just hang there. I'm still seated or standing really tall. I try to keep my shoulders even. I make sure the shoulder blades are pulled together behind me. I let the weight of my head just hang. I take a big breath here, in, and exhale. Whew. And then I bring my head back up nice and tall. I'll take my left ear, lean it over to my left shoulder. Try to keep my shoulders nice and even. I feel a nice stretch on the right side of my neck. I take my right arm, let it hang by my side, and I feel that stretch a little bit more. Left ear is still by the left shoulder. I'm still trying to keep my shoulders even. I stay right there, take a nice big inhale. Exhale, bring my head back up to center, right hand back on my lap. Other side, right ear to the right shoulder. Left arm, hang it down by my side. Let the weight of my left arm hang there and deepen the stretch on the left side of my neck. Hold that there, inhale. Exhale, stay right there. My right ear is still over by my right shoulder. My left arm is just hanging there. I feel a nice stretch on the left side of my neck. Nice big inhale, bring my head to center, bring my arms back onto my lap, and then take both arms and reach my arms up for the sky. And bring my arms down to my side. Again, reach my arms up to the sky. And let my arms float down by my sides. Again, reach my arms up to the sky. And bring my arms down to the side. One more, reach my arms up, up, up. And arms down to the side. Nice. The next one we're all going to want to be seated for. So I'm going to come seated on my chair, up on the edge of my chair, and I call this one my leg kicks, seated leg kicks. So I'm seated on my chair up nice and tall. Take my hands, put them on the chair by my hips to help prop me up. If my wrists don't like that, I make fists with my hands and put my fists down on the chair by my hips and sit up nice and tall. And then I take my left leg and I pick that knee up, and that foot comes up off the floor just a tiny bit. I sit as tall as I can, and I stay right there, but I try to straighten my left leg out in front of me and bend my left leg and straighten it and bend. So I'm seated as tall as I can. I'm using my hands to help me hold up and stay nice and tall, and I'm taking that left leg and essentially kicking it out in front of me as straight as I can get it. Whew. This one's surprisingly difficult. And kick and bend and 3, bum bum, and 2. Last one, and set that foot down, wiggle those legs out just a little bit, and get ready to do side number 2. Pick up that right leg just a little bit, seated as tall as you can. Take that right leg, kick it out straight in front of you, straight as that leg will go for you, and bend that leg. And straighten, and bend, and straighten, and bend. Nice, and 4, bum bum, 3, 2, and 2. And last one, and set that leg down, wiggle it all out, wiggle it all out. Nice job. We're going to take our arms now, seated or standing. I'm going to take my arms and bring them out to what I call a T. So my arms are straight, my hands are shoulder height, my palms are facing forward. I'm seated as tall as I can or standing, and I take my shoulder blades and I squeeze my shoulder blades together behind me and relax. Squeeze the shoulder blades behind me and relax. So my arms are straight, I'm squeezing the shoulder blades together behind me, and my hands and arms naturally go backwards with that because I'm doing the squeeze and relax and squeeze and relax. I'm sitting up as tall as I can while I do this. And if my arms or shoulders don't like this, I can bend my elbows quite a bit and do the same exercise with my elbows bent, and just to take a little bit of pressure off those shoulders, but still trying to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Relax and squeeze and relax, and 4, bum bum, and 3, da da, and 2. Last one, and relax those arms down. Nice job. Left hand, let it just rest by your side. Right hand, reach that right hand straight up to the sky. Your arm is by your ear. Really reach that arm up nice and tall. Fingertips are pointing to the sky, and take that right arm and lean to the left. Try to keep even weight on your feet or your sit bones, and hold that there. Nice inhale. Exhale. Whew. And other side, right arm down, left arm, bring it up, 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 and lean to the right. And hold that there. Nice inhale. Exhale. Whew. And bring that arm down. Nice job, nice job. Okay, folks. We just did a few mobility and stability exercises. We actually do some of these in lots of our classes. We are all going to stand up now and do a little bit of balance work and some other hip exercises together. So let's go ahead and find a spot where you can, we call this our, I call it my favorite balance spot. So I find a spot where I have something to hold on to help me with balance. And so right now, I am standing with my right hand holding on to the back of a chair. I'm standing with my feet hip width apart. I can wiggle my knees a little bit. I'm standing nice and tall. I've got even weight on both feet. And we're first going to start with what I call just a very simple, quiet balance. So holding on with my right hand, take that left leg and barely pick that left foot up off the floor, maybe 3 inches. And we're going to balance on our right leg here. So my left leg is up just a few inches. I'm going to bend my left knee just a little bit while I balance on my right leg, and that might help me stand up a little bit taller. I'm going to shift my focus to my right foot and try to get even weight on the front and back of that right foot. I'm going to shift my focus to my right hip and recruit every muscle I can find in my right hip to help me stand as strong as I can here. I'm holding on as much as I need to that chair or the wall, or if I feel stable enough, I try to let go and hold it there. Nice. I'm going to hold that for one more big inhale. Exhale, and slowly bring that left foot down and wiggle it out. I'm just going to pretend I'm dancing and do a little boogie here. Wiggle out that leg and then head on over to the other side. This time I'm holding on, using my left hand for balance, standing nice and tall, feet are hip width apart. Make sure I can wiggle those knees so they aren't locked out. And then take my right foot, barely pick my right foot up off the floor, bend that right knee a little bit. Double check to see I have even weight on the front and back of that left foot. Shift my focus to my left hip and recruit every muscle I can find in that left hip to help me stand nice and tall. And then either continue to hold on with that left hand or slowly try to let go or just barely hold on. We want to be a little bit wobbly balancing, but we don't want to be crazy wobbly. Yeah, that's the goal. Little crazy, not too crazy. All right, great big inhale. Exhale, set that right foot down and wiggle it out, shift those hips around. Whew. Okay, we're going to do one of our typical hip exercises we do in mobility stability often. And for this one, I'm going to have both hands either on the chair back in front of me, or a lot of folks like to put their hands on a wall so their hands can be a little bit taller. It helps them balance a little bit better. And so I've got my hands there supporting me. My legs are hip width apart, standing nice and tall. I'm going to take my right leg, pick that right foot up, bend that right knee, flex that right foot so that right foot is facing the wall behind me, and I'm going to take my right foot and try to kick the wall behind me. Kick and kick and kick. Go ahead and keep doing this. I'll dial you in a little bit more. I'm standing nice and tall. I'm trying to hold my whole body as still as I can. I'm keeping that left leg nice and tall and straight as I kick and kick that right foot behind me, and kick and kick and kick. Nice. It's a small motion. Boom, ba-doom, and 4, and 3, and 2, and set that leg down, wiggle it out really quick, and then head right on over to side number 2, standing nice and tall. Go ahead without me or follow along. I'm going to pick up my left foot, bend that left knee, flex that left foot, take that left foot and kick it towards the wall behind me. Kick and kick and kick. I've got my fingertips touching the chair in front of me. If I can, I'll try to do this using my hands for balance support as little as possible, but my foot continues to kick behind the rest of my body. Hold steady, woo, do-do, ba-do, and 4, and 3, and 2, and set that leg down, wiggle it out, and then stand tall and reach for your toes, forward fold. Nice quick forward fold here. So my legs are straight as I can get them. I'm reaching my hands for my toes. If this does not feel okay for me, I'm going to take those hands and put them on that chair or whatever I was using for balance and just hold that forward fold there. If this is still not okay for me, I'm going to do this but on the floor, because we're going to head to the floor in just a little bit. I'm going to take my head, drop my head and let it just hang. Nice big inhale. Exhale, bend those knees and slowly roll up to standing nice and tall. Unless you went to the floor, stay there. Reach those hands up for the sky. Great big inhale. And exhale. Nice job, nice job. All right, we are going to head to the floor now, so take a minute to get everything situated for the floor. And when we go to the floor, we know it takes time to get to the floor. So what we do is we always start on our back in what I call the starting position. So that way folks can know that when they're on their back in the starting position, let me explain what that is first. I'm laying on my back. My arms are just resting on the floor by my sides. My knees are bent and my feet are pretty close to my hips. And my feet are hip width apart. So my feet are in line with my hips. And then I take my knees and I just let them both flop to the left nice and gently. And then let them flop to the right nice and gently. And just go back and forth, left, and right. And while I do this, my hips will come up a little bit too. And my lower back stretches out. And I'm hyper aware of making sure that this feels really good and that my back is okay with it. And we do this just for a little bit. Gives everybody a fair shot at getting down to the floor. And it just makes it easy so we don't have to think, what do I do when I get to the floor? We always do this. Ah, nice. All right, bring those knees to center. And then I'm gonna take and do just a couple of mat Pilates moves here. So the first one is a simple ab exercise where I stay right here in the starting position. I take a nice great big inhale Exhale, I flex my belly muscles, pull my belly button down towards my spine, and take my lower spine and try to press it into the floor, which naturally makes my tailbone tuck under me a little bit. I hold that there and relax. Whew. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale. Exhale, flex my abs nice and tight. Pull my belly button to the spine, spine towards the floor. Flex those abs. And relax. On this last one, if you're not sure how to flex your abs, take your fingers and poke your belly by your belly button with your fingertips, and that'll make your abs flex. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, flex your abs. Maybe take your fingers and poke your belly. You'll feel those muscles a little better. Pull those muscles down towards your spine. Tuck that lower back into the floor. The tailbone comes up. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Squeeze it nice and tight. And relax. Good job. All right, next Pilates move. My arms are by my sides. I'm going to bring one knee up towards my belly. Take my hand and grab onto that leg. So my leg's like in a little ball. Take the other leg up to match it. So now I'm holding on to my knees. My legs are bent and as close to my belly as I can get them, and I'm holding on with both hands. From here, I'm going to let go with my left hand. Let that left leg go back down to its starting position. Touch the foot to the floor. Pick that leg back up. Grab onto it. Right leg, let go. Same thing. Right foot comes down to the floor. Pick it up and grab onto it. There's the motion. Go ahead and do that. Left, right, and right. And I'll dial you in a little bit more. So I'm doing this one leg at a time. If I want to make it more difficult, I do the very same motion, but I put my hands on the floor. So now my knees are tucked in towards my belly, and I drop one foot down to starting position, bring that leg back towards my belly, drop another foot down, and bring it back. If I want to make this even more difficult, then I take those knees and I push them away from my body just a little bit and drop one foot down and bring it up, and that makes it even more difficult. Whoo, ba-doom, and down, and up, nice, and down, and up, and down, and up. One more each side. Da-dun, and down, and up, and relax those legs. Drop them down to the starting position. Let those knees flop side to side. Wee, ba-doo, da-doo. And nice. Hold those knees center. I'm still in that starting position. My knees are tucked. My feet are close to my hips. And now I'm going to take my arms and I'm going to reach my arms towards my knees, palms facing my body. And then I'm going to reach my hands even further and let my head and shoulders come up off the mat. And then bring my head and shoulders back down. Reach my head and shoulders up. Reach the hands towards the knees and bring it down. And reach it up and bring it down. And reach it up and bring it down, and reach it up and bring it down, and 3 more up and down, and 2, ba-doo, last one, and relax those arms down. Take your head, turn it to the left, hold it there, nice neck stretch. And take your head, turn it to the right, and hold it there, nice neck stretch. And bring your head to center. And we're going to do our figure 4 stretch. All right, if you are new to figure 4 stretch, follow along. You'll be just fine. Here we go. I'm in my starting position. My feet are by my hips. I take my right knee, pick up that right foot, bring my right knee into my belly as close as I can get it. Flex my right foot and now extend my right foot up to the ceiling. And I try to get my foot flat and is straight up towards the ceiling with my leg as straight as I can. Then I take that right ankle and I cross it over my left knee, or I do the best I can to get it crossed over my left knee. Then I take my right hand, press the inside of my right knee to help press that knee open. Nice, lots going on this stretch. So if this one's new to you, just do the best you can. Nice big inhale. Exhale. Whew. Stay right there if you want to. You can rotate the ankle of that right foot in one direction and rotate the ankle of the foot in the other direction. Nice. And then hold it all still. And get ready for side number 2. Here I go. I'm going to let go of that right leg, put everything back to that starting position. Left leg, bring that left knee into my belly, flex my left foot, straighten that left foot up as straight as I can get it. The left foot is flat, bottom of my foot is facing the ceiling, left ankle crosses over the right knee, and I open up that right ankle. I love this. This is how it really goes sometimes, right? Left ankle crosses over right knee, left hand presses the inside of the left knee open, holds it there. Some folks don't like to use their hand to press the knee open. If that's you, then you're one of them. Optional, rotate that ankle. If you're rotating the ankle, rotate it in the other direction. Nice. And then hold it steady. Whew, yeehaw. Okay, let's undo all that, and we're going to work our way up to standing again. And so we're going to grab you do whatever works for you, but I'm going to grab my legs. I'm going to roll myself up to seated. Then I'm going to come onto my hands and knees. Whew. Then from there, I'm going to tuck my toes underneath my feet. Push my hips back onto those feet. Ooh, nice little foot stretch. And then sit back onto the feet so my knees come up. I'm like a little frog. Now I'm going to straighten up my legs and slowly come up to standing. Once I get to standing nice and tall, I'm going to take my arms and reach them up for the sky. And then let my arms come down to my sides. Whew. Okay, the next class I want to talk about is one of them that we do is some strength classes. And one real common one we do is our squats. So we're going to do a little bit of squats here with you, and I'm going to talk you through the progression of squats from baby squats to full-on squats and what it looks like in class. So here we go. For squats, I'm standing nice and tall. My feet are hip width apart. I take my shoulders and make sure my shoulders are back and together, so my arms are just resting by my sides. My head is up nice and tall. Now, if you've never done squats before, the very first place where we start is what we call a baby squat, where I take my hips and lower my hips, push my hips behind me, and lower my hips just a tiny bit. So my knees will bend, my hips will come down, but I'm really trying hard to push my hips behind me and keep my shoulders up high, and I stand up tall. And squat down just a little bit, and stand up tall. So go ahead and keep doing that. Now, my regular students, if you want to grab your weights, do whatever, bigger squats, if you want more exercise, go right ahead. I'm going to talk through the progression here today. So I'm doing a little tiny squat down and up and down and up. I'm paying close attention to make sure my knees feel okay. My lower back stays in a nice neutral position, and one of the best ways to help me do that is by pushing my tailbone behind me and keeping my shoulders up nice and tall. Down and up and down and up. Now you can keep doing exactly this, or if you feel like you've got a little bit more in you, you can take that squat and go down quite a bit lower and up. And so in this case, I have my hands touching together, my fingers are touching together in front of my belly. I'm trying to keep my shoulders up high, and I'm letting my hips go way down, pushing my hips far, far behind me. Down, 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 and up, up, up. Nice, whoo, there's a lot of squats here. We're doing. And down, 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 and up, up, up. Now we're gonna do just a few more of these, and over time, then once these get mastered, that's when we introduce weights, and we can hold on to weights while we do our squats. I'm gonna do just 2 more of these. Boom, ba-doom, and up, 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 and down, down, down. And up, up, up. 1 more squat, down, 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 and up, up, up. Nice job. Wiggle out those legs. You can set those weights aside and get ready for, we're going to do just a couple what I call sumo squats. Woohoo! So sumo squats are when I'm standing tall and I take my legs nice and wide. So my legs are straight, but they're far apart from each other. So I just feel like my legs are in a nice V. Maybe 1.5 foot apart, maybe 2 feet apart. My toes are pointed at 10 and 2, but I basically feel like I'm nice and strong. My legs are far apart, but I feel strong. Then I wiggle my knees to make sure they're not locked out, kind of weird. And I do the very same squat, but with my legs wide apart. So baby squat, sumo squat, is I take those hips, I push my hips behind me and stand up. Push my hips behind me and stand up. So the squats are going down just a little bit. I'm trying to keep my knees nice and wide. I keep my shoulders up nice and tall. Now over time, let's go ahead and keep doing this, squatting down and up and down and up. Over time, you'll be able to do deeper squats where those squats go down to where your hips eventually might make it all the way down to your knees. Whoo! And down and up, yeehaw! And down and up. And a couple more of these. Eventually over time, you may end up adding weights to the squat and doing the sumo squats. Down and up, and stay right there. If you have weights, set them aside. Take those hands and reach for the floor. Whew. So my legs are nice and wide. They're still in that sumo position. I'm reaching my hands for the floor. I'm adjusting my feet however I need to so my ankles and feet feel okay. I make sure I can still wiggle my knees a little bit. And I let my head just drop down and relax. This one's kind of fun because a lot of people can get to their hands to the floor on this one. And that just feels kind of good. Nice inhale. Exhale. Whew. Another inhale. Exhale. Carefully bend those knees a little bit. Slowly roll yourself up to standing. And then bring those legs back together. Woo! And come on and have a seat at our chairs. There we go. Nice. All right. We have gone through the demo of a few classes, and now we're seated back in our chairs, and we're going to find our good posture again. I'm seated, not using the back of my chair, and I'm seated up nice and tall. My feet are hopefully flat on the floor, and my feet are hip width apart. I'm going to take my heart and center the weight of my body over those sit bones. We almost always are leaning forward, so center that weight over the sit bones. And then do a check to make sure you have even weight on both sides of those sit bones. Nice. I'm going to relax my arms, pull the shoulder blades together behind me just a little bit. I basically just want those shoulders to not be hunched forward. They always want to, I know. I'm going to tuck my chin just a tiny bit. And that helps to make my ears right over my shoulders, which is really the goal. The top of my head is reaching for the ceiling. And then I'm going to stay right here, but I'm going to relax my legs and relax my arms. Relax my face. Relax my shoulders and my neck. Nice. Be proud of the work you did today. Know that showing up, showing up, showing up, never giving up. That and staying injury-free is how we make our progress. Alrighty, take those arms and reach them up to the sky for a great big inhale. Let the arms fall down to your sides. One more great big inhale, the arms up to the sky. And exhale the arms down, and we are done. Woohoo! Yay!